Hey guys, today we're working on a Maytag refrigerator that is having a interface front control issue. Now, I got a Maytag fridge here, but this fix is going to work for Whirlpool, Kenmore, Amana, and of course this Maytag unit here. What we're talking about is the interface here not displaying what you're seeing on the camera right now, where you can adjust your temperatures up and down. Oftentimes we see that the board that powers this, the control board, goes bad and then everything becomes unresponsive, which ends up resulting in the fridge either not cooling or not being able to set any controls on this. So it's a very big issue. I want to show you how to replace the board, but more importantly, program this unit through the interface, because we had to do this recently on 2 or 3 units. Couldn't find anyone that had a video on it, so guess it's time to make a video, right? Let's go ahead and get started. Before we decide to unplug the board, let's go ahead and make sure that the refrigerator is unplugged by taking it out of the wall. First, we want to remove the 4 screws that are 1/4-inch hex head from the back of the panel and take the metal housing off. Now, once you take this panel off, there could be a plastic cover before the board. I didn't have one on this unit, but typically you will find one behind the control board. With the covers off, there are 4 Molex connectors that will need unplugged before you take the control board out. Each of these have a small connector that needs pressed in before you take them out, but they are pretty easy to remove. Once we have all the Molex connectors removed, we're going to take a flat-bladed screwdriver and we're going to depress the 2 retention tabs, top and bottom, to remove the control board. To reinstall the control board, we're first going to go ahead and pop it into place. Here, there are 2 guides on the right side. Make sure to get the board in underneath them. You will then simply depress it in. You may want to use a screwdriver to push the tabs down, but it's for the most part pretty easy. You want to hear it pop in place, and we're done. Just connect the Molex connectors and we are ready to begin the programming procedure. Make sure to plug the refrigerator back in and give the machine approximately 2 to 3 minutes to boot back up. At the front of the refrigerator, you're likely going to see this code, which shows that the refrigerator needs programmed before it will work. To enter into the programming mode, you'll want to press and hold the door alarm button, then press and hold the down arrow on the freezer temperature button within 3 seconds. You'll then release the door alarm button and remain holding on the freezer button until the programming controls are then unlocked. Once you release the buttons, you'll need to press the down button on the freezer temperature again until the small dot appears on the interface. This means you're actively in the programming system. From here, we need to find the programming code for your exact refrigerator. To find this, open up the refrigerator door and find your refrigerator's nameplate with the model and serial number, which is usually on the upper right side. On this plate, you'll find the programming code that you need to get your machine up and running properly, and this code will be different for every model refrigerator. To adjust the first number, press up on the refrigerator temperature button until you reach the number desired. The small dot will show you which number you're on, and to move to the next number, press the up button on the freezer control. This will move you to the next digit, and you're just going to repeat the same process for the next 3 digits until you have the exact code that you need. Once you have the desired code, press and hold the down button on the freezer temperature button, and it will begin to flash the code, asking you to confirm its entry. You'll then press and hold the down arrow one more time, and it will quickly return the unit to its normal operating mode, and you will have now fully programmed your Maytag, Whirlpool, or Kenmore refrigerator and should be back in business. Thank you so much for watching this video on how to replace and program the control board on this. It's not too hard if you know the steps. Now, if you need to buy the control board for the bad interface that's not providing power, make sure to check in the description below for a link to the control board itself. Now, this is part 1 of a part 2 video. Eventually what we're going to do is take the board out of this machine and replace the relays and capacitors to try to fix it for a fraction of the price. Once that video's out, make sure to check the description, and hopefully we will have that out soon. Have a great day.